Gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Beverly Hills. I am so excited for you to be here with me today because we're doing something really cool and super special. We're getting a hair transplant. This video has been literally a year in the making, and I am so excited to finally make it happen. We're at Bosley, America's #1 hair restoration experts. You guys know that I've got an incredible relationship with Bosley, and they are the only place that I would recommend you go if you're somebody that's dealing or suffering with hair loss. Guys, they've got a solution for you at any stage, whether or not you're losing a few hairs or you're completely bald. Well, today, we've got something special. It's gonna be an action-packed day. First up, we're gonna meet with Pete, where he's actually gonna allow us to go into the operating room with him to actually see his procedure. We then are gonna talk to world-renowned hair restoration expert, Dr. Deutsch, about the latest procedures and to answer all of my questions about hair restoration. And then we're gonna sit down with MMA legend Clay Guida to talk about his 2 procedures to get the ins, the outs, the highs, the lows, and everything you need to know about getting your real hair back. Pete?
Aaron.
Good to see you, brother. Hey, first off, I just want to say thank you so much for allowing us into your world and your hair loss sort of restoration story. Tell everybody a little bit about when you first started to notice that you were losing your hair and like what it did to you kind of emotionally.
So about 14 years ago when I was 21, it was a stressful period and I was starting to notice hairs in my sink, hairs on my pillow. It was impacting a little bit of my self-confidence, and that's where I really turned to finding a solution for this.
Bosley does the hair transplants, but they basically are a holistic hair loss solution. Like at any stage of hair loss, you started using the finasteride, the topicals, and then what happened?
But after about 6 months, I saw hair regrowth, density come back on my crown, my hairline start to come back. Up here where it's receding right up at the front, that's where hair loss started for me. And so the hair follicles have been dormant for the most amount of time. And so there's scar tissue that grew over those. And that's why I need a procedure to fill in.
And so that's why we're here today.
Absolutely.
You're having a hair transplant. About 1,000 hairs?
Yep.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Are you nervous?
A little bit nervous, but confident in the doctors.
You do not want to trust something that is this present on your face and so important to anybody. And that's why I recommend 100%, there's no questions asked, Bosley, the only place you want to go when you're ready to do something about your hair loss. Right now, what's going to happen is Dr. Deutsch is going to come in and basically sit down and draw on Pete to find and identify the perfect hairline. What's the trick to a really great hairline, doctor?
First of all, there's certain landmarks that we match up on the patient's face. As you start to lose and recess the hairline in the corners, you want to make sure that it ages appropriately and matches up and looks natural. If you like, I can give you a little Valium if you're nervous and you want something to relax you, or you just want to take some Valium.
I'm all right.
You're okay?
I'll take the Valium.
Okay, we'll give you the Valium. Okay. Or you can put your earbuds in and we'll have a good time.
Great.
Okay?
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
So here's the deal. He's having a procedure that's called an FUE, which is an advanced treatment for hair restoration, all right? It stands for follicular unit extraction. They extract the hairs, and then over on this side, all right, they're hard at work basically breaking up the hairs into different categories. And the reason this is important is because when they actually go to create Pete's hairline, to make it look as natural as possible, the way that they do that is they start the front row with the 1s, all right? And then the second row is 1s and 2s. And then they fill in the 3s and the 4s behind it to have a natural, soft, sexy hairline. Guys, I'm with MMA legend Clay Guida. Clay, thank you so much for being here and talking to us.
I went from having the best hair in MMA for almost a dozen years to looking like Gallagher, the wild watermelon smashing guy. So I just kind of want to see what else was out there, and I sought out Bosley, and they've taken me under their wing and just done such a great job. And yeah, I'm definitely super pleased with how it's been. Since we've been with them in a year and a half, and I've had 2 of them. First they did the top here, and then they did the crown in the last one, and so far so good. Yeah, I think it's just accepting the fact it happens, to some men, not to all of them, and just jumping on it right away and doing something about it before, before it's all gone, I think is, a key.
Speed is of the essence. The sooner you catch it, the sooner you do something about it, the happier you're gonna be with the result.
Guys, I'm a perfect example. I used to laugh at my hair or lack of hair, and I want to do something about it. So go hit up Bosley, go get it taken care of.
All right, guys, so while Pete's getting his hair transplant done, if you're ready to take action on yours or to see what the various options are, I've got a special link down below this video. If you go through there, you're gonna get the free information kit. You're also gonna get a $250 off Bosley gift card. You can also use that link to schedule a free consultation. You can go in person or you can schedule one virtually. Now is the time. Don't wait. Take action. How you feeling, Pete?
Good.
Looking good. I can't believe how it looks like no big deal in the back.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You feeling good?
Feeling great.
Doc, you good?
Absolutely, always. I'm gonna make these little incisions now at the proper angle, orientation, depth.
I did not realize that it was about the angle also.
Yeah.
That's important.
And then the next few hours, the grafts will be placed in those little incisions that I made.
So right now, guys, they're actually placing the grafts individually into the incisions. Not any pain whatsoever.
No.
This is literally like no big deal. You go in, an afternoon, you're out. The next day, you're back to basically normal activity. In a few months, your hair starts to grow back in and you're on your way to loving your real hair once again. This is incredible. How have you seen the technology and the procedures evolve and change over the years?
Hair restoration was sort of like this afterthought, and now it's really come to the forefront of what people want to do. The surgical techniques have improved. We have a lot more surgeons that are doing the procedure.
What makes Bosley different, and why Bosley versus other companies?
We've been around for almost 50 years. So in that period of time, we've treated hundreds of thousands of people with amazing results. We have very close follow-up, whether it's an in-person follow-up or by video or by phone call. We have 20 plus doctors across the nation that are in our group, and we can discuss the latest developments in hair restoration. We can talk about interesting cases. The most important thing, I think, is the camaraderie we have with the Bosley team. And I think that shows through with our patient care. And our patient care is first rate. The best part is when we come back and the people come in after they've had their procedure 8 months or 12 months later, they've got more hair, they look amazing, they're so happy. That feeling is amazing. It is an amazing feeling.
And that's where I think we should wrap things up. Great
Sounds
job,
good.
doctor.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Aaron. All right, Pete, we're all done.
All right.
So let me show you what we did. So remember the lines we drew this morning into these areas here? So we got lots and lots of grafts in, roughly about, half and half in that area there.
So Doc, now I have a question. Okay, so we saw the procedure. What happens next?
The beautiful thing about this procedure is it's kind of literally like watching grass grow. That little whisker, that little transplanted hair is usually going to fall off like a leaf off of a tree. Then a new hair will erupt from the follicle. That'll start to grow through the scalp. The hair then grows at a normal rate, which is about a half an inch a month.
You're a magician.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming in today.
Pete, what do you think?
I'm really excited.
I didn't expect it to be this simple. It was quick, you were in and out, they were so proficient. I was expecting something, I guess, more like invasive or something.
Yeah, it's just like a little Irish tan back there. And
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, and once again, thank you so much for allowing us into this. That's where we're gonna wrap things up. If you have not yet, hit that link down below, go do that and grab the free info kit. You're also gonna get that $250 off Bosley gift card. You can also schedule a free consultation down below. Guys, Bosley, the hair loss doctors. Think of them anytime you have anything wrong with your hair. It's the only company I trust, and apparently, it's the only company that Pete trusts.
That's right.